If you don't choose your hard, life will choose it for you. Let that sit for a moment. Really let it hit. Because life is not about avoiding difficulty. It's about choosing the right kind of difficulty. We've been sold the wrong idea. Somewhere along the way, we were taught to chase comfort like it's a prize. Avoid pain. Avoid discomfort. Avoid inconvenience. But here's the truth. Life is always going to be hard. But you get to choose the hard that grows you or the one that destroys you. Let's break it down. Waking up at 5 a.m.? That's hard. But so is sleeping in, rushing to work, and feeling behind all day. Eating clean and working out? That's hard. But so is feeling exhausted, insecure, and stuck in a body that doesn't reflect your potential. Building discipline? Hard. But so is living paycheck to paycheck, not knowing your worth, and depending on things that don't last. Choose your hard. Because when you don't, life hands you a harder one. And it's almost always the one you didn't prepare for. Now, let's dive into the keyword concept, voluntary discomfort. Here's something you won't hear often. Voluntary discomfort is the gateway to freedom. It means doing the hard thing on purpose before life forces you to. It means pushing your limits now so they don't break you later. It's the weight you choose to lift so you don't get crushed by the one you ignored. The world loves comfort, but growth? Growth hides in the friction, in the resistance, in the thing you want to avoid most. Mini case study, 2 paths of pain. Let me tell you about 2 people. One avoids all stress. They skip workouts. They spend to feel good. They scroll to escape. They postpone decisions. They drown in discomfort with distraction. Fast forward 5 years. They're tired, behind, resentful. Their life is full of things they didn't want, and none of what they dreamed. That's unconscious hardship. Now, meet the second person. They wake up early. They work when they don't feel like it. They have tough conversations. They save instead of spending. They invest in peace, not pleasure. Fast forward 5 years. They're focused, free, calm. Their life has meaning. That's chosen hardship. Same hard, different results. The hard that chooses you. Here's what most people don't realize. If you avoid hard decisions now, you'll face harder consequences later. If you avoid discipline now, you'll face dysfunction later. If you avoid self-control now, you'll face self-destruction later. Life never subtracts the cost, it just adds interest. Procrastinate healing? It becomes depression. Avoid budgeting? It becomes debt. Skip boundaries? It becomes a heartbreak. Ignore your purpose? It becomes emptiness. When you delay the work, you increase the weight. Second keyword concept, decision fatigue detox. Every day, you make choices. But if you're tired, distracted, and overthinking, you'll default to the easiest path. And the easiest path usually leads to the worst place. Here is the strategy. Eliminate tiny, unimportant choices so your energy is saved for the hard, meaningful ones. This is called decision fatigue detox. It's what high performers do. Same morning routine, simplified meals, focused schedule, clear priorities. Because mental energy is fuel, and wasting it on, what should I wear? Or should I scroll one more minute? Leaves you empty for real decisions. Let's talk about resistance cost. Every time you resist the thing you know you should do, there's a cost. Not always financial, but emotional, mental, spiritual. You pay in lost confidence, delayed progress, compounded regret, and used potential. Resistance feels small in the moment, but over time, it's the biggest debt you'll ever carry. Trade-offs and truth. It's hard to change. It's harder not to. It's hard to have boundaries. It's harder to be used. It's hard to build something from scratch. It's harder to regret never starting. It's hard to break old habits. It's harder to live with their consequences. Everything costs something. So ask yourself, what pain is worth paying now, so you don't pay double later? The discipline advantage. Here's the truth no one wants to hear. People who succeed don't enjoy hard things. They're just willing to do them anyway. They show up. They stay late. They stay consistent. Because they've learned this principle. I'd rather sweat now than bleed later. They know that showing up for the hard thing now creates a life with fewer emergencies, less chaos, and more peace. That's not motivation. That's wisdom. So what do you do now? You ask yourself this every single morning. What hard thing can I choose today that my future self will thank me for? That's how you flip the script. That's how you regain power. Not by avoiding life's weight, but by carrying it on purpose, with purpose, and before it breaks you. What hard thing have you been avoiding that you're now ready to face? Drop it in the comments. It starts today. And subscribe for weekly reminders to stay uncomfortable on purpose. If you don't choose your hard, life will choose it for you. And when it does, it won't ask for your permission.